can lay low. Roll up on your eye like Hawaii Five-O. Mac out with my dreads and my Kango. Forget them, get them, just pass the. Yo, take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequencies through your stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. So I step up in the place and yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. Hey, you know we come through to rock the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway at Hard Rock. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And that's going to set them just beyond their own 20. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Stroud. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Escapes a defender. This great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards at the end.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
First down throw by Stroud. Escapes the pocket. He finds Mitchell complete. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
So you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that out.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 18. Okay. Hey, uno. 19 Texas.
From the gun, Stroud. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Parker Washington with the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
A gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Once again, Irving. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10.
Right back to Irving now. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
250.
Complete right side to Washington. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Complete to Parker Washington. That's a
All
gain
plays
of
on the table here for 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
32. 280.
Irving trying to run for the 1st. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Dropped by the 1st guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Throwing his Stafford on 3rd. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
How's the tonight? 18. What's up?
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Staying with Walker. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of 1. 7-3 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They'll be set up with 3rd and only 1. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
They go play action with Stroud. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he's set out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
All right.
The screen pass falls incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they face 2nd down. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground, and knock them out of that rhythm.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Extra DB out there for the Finns. 3rd down. Running with Walker again. And he is stopped. They needed more out of that than just the 2 yards they got. It's 4th down.
The 48-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Look high.
Stroud now on 4th down. He's got his man. This is Austin. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
18. That's it.
Walker on 1st down. And that's good for a gain of 5. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
Stroud off the play fake. He rolls to his right. He can run it. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
White Tony. 18. That's it.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's got his man. This is Walker. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Flat. Tony.
Walker now from the gun. Has some room to work. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Red 80.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is the Dolphins' first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Easy. Hey, 280. Omaha, ready, move.
1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Play action now for Stafford. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. First down now, ball at the 33.
Dolphins first down.
Irving gets it on the draw. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. On target to Moore. They stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first.
It's a loss of 2.
After the sack, defense has got to be feeling good. Here comes 2nd and 12.
At the Chargers' 19-yard line.
280. 50.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Quick slant caught by Washington. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short. Stafford from the gun. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest. And that one forces a 4th down. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 4th down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. Already has 1 in this game, this from 30. Sanders sends it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off the points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the 2nd half as well.
And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. All right, I'm going to need your expertise here, Brock. You don't ever really call an onside kick there on a whim, do you? That had to be pre-planned, right?
Yeah, I think that was on the table well before they scored the touchdown. But here's the problem. That group on the other side, well, they were prepared. They were ready for it. And now, well, you've added a little bit of Uncle momentum to that side.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. He'll give up the gut to Walker. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Hey, 20, ready.
They're going to start the half with a give to Irving. A lot of space ahead. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins cutting to the lead coming out of halftime.
Okay, right there's the danger of dime coverage. Bunch of little guys on the field that love to cover. May not tackle so well and opens up a run lane he took huge advantage of.
2-point try coming up. Stafford getting the offense set.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
White 7.
All right, they're going to throw for it. No connection on the 2-point try. It failed. Down 2, they went for the tie right there, partner, but a game defense able to stop them and hang on to this narrow lead.
I don't hate that call, Kate. In fact, this is one of those gray areas. If it's the 4th quarter, that's absolutely the right decision. 3rd quarter, as I said, kind of a gray area where maybe you're chasing points. Either way, you're behind, and your defense now has to rise to the occasion.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go. 18.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And it sets up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this 2nd half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up. Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
On play action, here's Stroud. In the hands of his running back, Walker. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
All right. Tony.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Second and 6 coming up here.
All right.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers push this to an 8-point game. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the extra point.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Chargers push the lead to 2 scores now.
Dolphins 12. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. The give to Irving to start this drive. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Blue 60! Hey, 5-0!
Stafford now against the blitz. Escapes the pocket. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's the give to Irving. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 41-yard line.
Stafford now. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. 3rd down, Chargers have 6 DBs out there.
20!
Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Moving. 18. Okay.
They'll run it here. It's James Conner. And we'll get him 5 yards. He gets this up to the 25.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Now an inside give to Walker. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
18. Okay. Why, Tony.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs from 37.
18. Okay.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. New set of downs from 37. Handoff running left, Walker. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First down, Chargers.
Here we go.
First down, Stroud. Flushed out of the pocket. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Oh, and...
The give now to Walker. Up to the races, middle of the field. To the house, touchdown LA. The Chargers could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
And he will get into the end zone. They go for two, and that gives them a 3-score advantage.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10.
Ready! Ready! Ready!
Back to throw here, Stafford. This is a heater going deep. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
How? Guess what? Tony.
Shotgun now for Stroud. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Chargers make it a 24-point ball game.
Dolphins 12.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Washington now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Set! Blue 16! Omaha! Ready, blue! Blue,
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and 13 at the 19-yard line.
To throw, Stafford. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Third and long for him here. Ooh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. Desperation time here. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. He has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play.
It isn't holding up. They're into the drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 14 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
Brings up second and 2 at the Chargers' 19-yard line.
Stafford back to throw. Oh, he loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. There he goes on the right side. The 30. He's at the 10. And the defense piles on at the end here as they take it back for the touchdown. The Chargers continue piling it on here in the 4th. They come up with a stand in the red zone, Brock, and that defense, you could just tell, they were on a mission, not just to force that fumble, but to do even more damage on that turnover.
I think we can hear the coaches up here in the booth scoop and score. I think you can read the lips of the players on the sideline scoop and score. There was no thought to just fall on that one. It hit the deck, and everybody's eyes looked all the way down the field at the other end zone, and they worked in unison to set up a massive scoop and score touchdown.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready. Moving hot.
On the give, this is Irving. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 43.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
180.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Caught by Washington, left side. Tried to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
Washington.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Down and 11.
We go set. 40. 280.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Pressure's there, and the Chargers got it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They tied up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. So the Chargers take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You play for a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough, if we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say so long